dancing to dark.
Well, first of all, it's a great pleasure receiving you here in our Dark Mode magazine. Um, and I'm very happy that you are coming to Brazil.
Well,
Uh,
I am looking forward to Brazil like you wouldn't believe. I mean, I'm looking. It's going to be a great. It's going to be 17-hour flight, but I'm looking forward to it.
where you are now? Are you in United States or Europe?
No, I'm in Norway at the moment.
Norway. Whoa,
Yeah,
amazing. It's very cold yet, or it's better the weather now?
dude, brother, it's just the other day. I, I had to crawl out into snow that was up to my knee.
Oh, Jesus.
So just look at your knee and go, it was that deep? Yeah, it was.
I,
50, 70, 80, 25 centimeters. I don't know. I'm still living on, you know, inches and miles and stuff like that, right? But it was like, fuck, we had to go somewhere and, well, I can't walk. Why? Because up to my knees.
and you've got to be ready for the stage, yeah, because you sometimes you need to jump, you need to upstairs and downstairs. It's terrible.
Yeah, but it's all good, man. I appreciate everything. And like again, I appreciate you and I appreciate the
Thank you.
time
Thank you.
uh, coming this way. It means a lot to me. It does, and I hope by the grace of God that I can fucking make it. One day I saw a man or if you want to do
Perfect.
solitude, that'd be fine too. I mean, we couldn't.
Perfect. Thank you so much for for this one. It's very good. Well, but I really would like to ask many things, but let's start from the beginning, Robert. I'd like that you share with us uh, who were your idols, vocalists, who led you to become a singer. You listened them for the first time and thought, "Oh, that's what I want to do in my life." Who are them? Share with us.
Well, one of the most obvious. I mean, people might say, Dickinson or Dio, but one of the uh, one of the most guys that I respect is Robin Zander from Cheap Trick. Okay, now and the reason is if you listen to Cheap Trick's discography, I mean, the guy has a vocal range and the anger and the attraction, or the whatever the lovey songs or whatever. That's kind of when I went away. It went lovey songs, but I mean, Robin Zander has that approach to singing and stuff that mattered to me.
Um,
Obviously, Dio and Dickinson. You can't not say that, is Dickinson not an influence on a lot of people, So it's like, dude, you see the guy running around on stage and doing stuff, and it's like, fuck yeah, you just kind of have to go like that and just go, fuck yeah.
about your ancient time, back to the background. You made part of two main heavy classic doom metal bands, yeah, in the world, CANDLEMASS and SOLITUDE AETURNUS. And where did you feel more comfortable singing, and where did you feel more challenged in these two bands? Sorry.
Well, in the two bands, I mean, obviously, SA, Solitude, SA was, where we got our start, so to speak. But to have Candlemass ask me to step in, because you're filling in for people like Messiah or Vikstrom or Johan, I mean, it's always going to be there. But, you step in and you do what you have to do. And, I mean, for me, both of those bands have been a very, very proud moment in my life. And it's not something that I would give away lightly, It's something that you would fight for and go, you know what, fuck yeah, fucking, or this and that. But I mean, when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's about these guys. And it's about the music that we're presenting, lack of a better word, to people. And we all do that. I mean, I see your collection back there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could pull one of those out right now and go, fuck yeah. Or put it back and go, I'm tired of this shit. It's just, I mean, you could do that because that's what, music brings to people.
Mhm.
Again, your collection it meant something to you, right? And
Yes,
it meant something to you when and wherever it did.
yeah, I understand. And I think when you took over, when you made part of these two bands, and it's something very, very impressive for your career, entire career, I think. And I'd like that you say a little bit about Disciples of Doom. Is an excellent name for this continuing of this legacy. How did you come up this name and the idea about the band? And now is a band or a project?
Well, it's not disciples, not plural, but it is disciple of doom. But because I am the disciple, well,
Yes.
that sounded very egotistical, and I will
No,
erase
no,
that.
but
But
yeah.
yeah, that actually happened when we recorded Adagio, and it was the German label that we were on that put that on there, and it's like, you know what, that sticks. I'm gonna run with that because I feel it. I am a disciple of doom, but not in a bad way. It's like, you feel this, and again, it goes back to everybody feels, a certain way at a certain point, and so on and so forth. But it's an emotion, and that within itself projects into the emotion of whatever the music may be. Okay, because we all appreciate whoever we like, whomever it may be. Like I said, with your collection back there, you may pull out Candlebox. I mean, nobody talks about Candlebox anymore, but a couple of bands there, and that. But it's just one of those things you do. It's like, you appreciate the guys and the fellas that put it together.
Nice, nice. And it's when you took over the position in Candlemas in 2006, what was the mental process like to honor the legacy of Messiah Macaulay while simultaneously imprinting your identity on the album King of the Grey Islands?
Well, taking over for Messiah, which first and foremost, I respect his vocals. The guy is an amazing vocalist, right?
Mhm.
So it's like one of the things when I even spoke to Leif, I was like, hey, I'm not going to replace this guy, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put my stamp on it. And did it work out? Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I don't know, but I'm going to do it anyway, right? But like with Messiah, I mean, who doesn't know who the guy is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to give the man respect.
Yes, respect.
So,
And
what I did was go. Well, honestly, what I did was, y'all wanted to be Doom, let's be Doom, and that was basically it.
and yeah, your vocal lines often have a very dramatic tone. Do you draw inspiration from anything outside of metal, such as opera or classical theater, to build these melodies, in order to build these melodies?
Well, I do listen to just about anything, right? Like the other day with my wife, I was in there listening to Strums of Farah, and I listened to stuff like from Peru or whatever. Or tomorrow it's going to be fucking Oingo Boingo, and then you have like uh, I don't know, take on me, on
From
me.
Norway, from Norway, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean the it's over the spectrum, because I think that if you allow yourself to listen to the spectrum of music, you don't have to be locked in. I mean, we do get locked in. Like maybe say next week I will listen to Megadeth like 24 hours a day, right? And you're
Yeah.
loving fucking Dave Mustaine, right? And then tomorrow you're like going, hey, you know what? Alan Jackson and Dwight Yoakam sound pretty good today. But it's like learning an instrument or something else that you may do, to where it's not so much that you love what they do, but what you do is incorporate what they have done. And to me, that's very important, because your predecessors, like like Vivaldi or Bach or Paganini or anything, if you did take in what they did, like Vivaldi, right? It was heavy metal before it
Yeah.
was even fucking amplifier.
Yes. Yes, I agree with you totally. Let me interrupt a little bit. Last weekend, for example, I went to a kind of performing of a ballet of Karloff, Carmina Burana.
Yeah.
And I confess that I watched almost the whole play headbanging, like
Right, right.
it's
Because it
probably,
brings that in, right? So, I mean, music is music. It doesn't work. It doesn't matter where it comes. Well, unless of course it's like your typical, Dallas radio station bullshit show. But I mean, when music comes from the soul and from the people that create it, it can take another person over here somewhere else, and that's what's important.
yeah, yes, yes. For example, listen all kind of music, every kind of music, different kind of music, of course. In my collection, as you mentioned, I have something from Solitude, I have something from CANDLEMASS, I have something from Aha.
Right, right. Because the bring it in, bro. Yeah. But of course you do. You have like missing persons, or like I said, Oingo Boingo, or whatever else. It's not. That's not what you're locked into. But I mean, Danny Elfman, another vocalist that
Yes,
I really appreciated, or actually still appreciate, is his ability to make that feelings and emotions come across, because I think music should make feelings and emotion, whatever that emotion should be. Whatever you're at in the moment, that emotion should come from whatever you're listening to.
What kind of emotion? Yes, that's the matter.
Critical question, yeah. Well, it doesn't make a fuck whatever that emotion is, but if you can lock into it, you got what you wanted from listening to, the Cars or the Bee Gees for that matter, right?
Yeah.
You lock in and you go, this works today. And it may change tomorrow because, like you said, with your collection and everything else, you could pull something else tomorrow. And whether it be, Bach or Handel or, ABBA or something else, you might lock into it. It's like, you know what, this works today. I'm digging this. Turn it up,
Exactly.
But right back around and go back to like the first Metallica album. When you hear the first Metallica, you're like, God damn, right?
Well, and tell me, what was the working dynamic like with Leif Alley? Did he give you complete freedom for interpretations, or were the considerations already very specific at the time that Candlemas?
I would have to say that Leif.
I'm not putting you in the fire, right?
Huh?
I'm not putting you in the fire.
No. My feet are already burning. But no, I mean, working with Leif, we did such and such. I mean, Solitude was still doing stuff, and Leif was here. But I mean, Leif's a good song writer in his own aspect, and that, I had freedom. And I think that's why the dynamics of the vocals changed. Because there wasn't like, oh, do it like this or oh, do it like that. It was like, there you go. Here are the lyrics. Sing it. These words? Yeah. Okay. And, the process was amazing. And again, the guys in the CMAS are amazing dudes. And being part of that. And, not too long ago, we played with them at Hell's Heroes in Houston, Texas. They opened up on Friday and SA, headline Saturday. But it was great to just hang out with the guys, in my part of town, South Texas, bam, right? So it's always been a very nice situation.
Great. And where was perfect for you? On stage with Candlemas, for example, on stage or in studio, and with Solitude, on stage or in studio?
Okay, that myself, my friend, is a good question because part of the creation project, just making it happen and, do this again, or let's add a harmony, or let's do that. But for me, it's always been right there on stage and, to be, well, in front of the audience and just do what we can do because we've already created this. So let's bring it and make sure that once we bring it, that it's still the same fucking thing you wanted to fucking hear when you were in the car driving to the show, right? And who hadn't done that, It's like there's been a few times like where I'm going to like an Iron Maiden show and it's like in the background, seventh son, you know.
Exactly. Yes, I think in this case, in both bands, you always feel happy on stage, happier.
Yeah, well, yeah. Being there is, I've been blessed with the ability to be able to do whatever it may be,
Uh,
and you know that's important that you hold on to that because this is a blessing, and you have to appreciate that, and you know. But then again, just let's go have a beer and a smoke, and you know what? Okay, hang on, fuck, I got to sing now. Damn it, you know, let's go.
yeah, yeah, I agree with you. Fans are often it from new Solitude material. Is there any flame burning for a triumphant return, or do you feel that is this a mission for disciples of doom now?
Still talk to the guys. We still, you know, conversations are there and part of it. I mean, um, you know, how do I put this? It just are we going to do it? I'm not saying we wouldn't. What I'm saying is, you know, if dude calls me up and says, "Hey, I got this riff, check it out," it's like, you know what, that's fucking cool. But it's always there. I mean, the collaboration and the friendship that we have created over the years. I mean, many years. Um, you know, living on a bus with five other dudes, you know, at the same time. You you can, yeah, I wouldn't say no.
Never.
Oh
Great.
fuck no, 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 no.
I would say never.
Fuck no. Like, yeah.
Okay, great. It's good. Uh, um, there is a light at the end of the tunnel too. And I think with the disciples of Doom, I think it is the hope for all orphaned fans of you singing Solitude and Candlemas with your own dramatic and technique interpretation. Could you they expect new compositions? And of course, you performing Bewitched or Samaritan, what they can expect about it
Oh,
in your concert because you have three concerts in Brazil, yeah.
yeah.
Brazil, there is a very strong fan base of your voice. I don't know only Candlemas fans or only Solitude fans, it's fans of your voice. There are many, many. A very strong fan base over here. So they can expect these covers.
What I will tell you is that we're going to do what we can with, you know, what people expect. You know, you want to hear, you know, run to the hills, or you want to hear, uh, whatever you may want to hear. But we are going to, well, yeah, and I have some very good buddies down there in Brazil, Bruno and, you know, Luisa are really making this a possible situation, which is extremely important because, you know, they've made an amazing job, and I've gotten some video clips of the guys playing. But what I plan on doing, because I always fucked in the head, but just, well, that's not true. I'm not. I'm very stable, but we're
Well,
going to do some of what you might expect, and I've got a few more things that I want to pull out for later. So there might be some unexpected songs, and well, I can tell you, it might be. No, there will be some songs you may have not expected to hear off of whatever album you're listening to.
yeah, yeah. And in my opinion, I prefer be surprised, like I didn't expect anything, and then you suddenly started singing something that, wow, you know. I always say everybody when they ask me something like on not only about this concert but all the concerts that we have gone.
Right.
It's something that always the audience are excited about one song or other. I comprehend, I understand them, of course, but I like to be surprised, you know.
Well, you do, right? I mean, again, I'm still a fanboy. You know, I can still go to a show and just go, "Fuck, they just played that. Fuck yeah!" It's like, you know, so let's do that, right? You hear the classics, you hear this, and you do that, and it's like, hang on, hold my beer. I'm gonna go to the bathroom right quick, and all of a sudden you hear that note, and you're like, are they gonna fucking, you know, do that? Like with Nevermore or Sanctuary, and they come out with one of these songs, and it's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Because it always brings that, again, goes right back to that emotional feeling of like, fuck yeah. And you know, you got your buddy next to you, and you're like, dude, fucking hell.
Yeah, my friend. I have two last questions. This one is, how do you see the current epic doom scene? Is there any new band managed to capture that majestic sadness that you helped create in 80s and 90s, like in this current?
Um, you know, that's a hard question to answer because I mean, there's a lot out there that I do like, and I do. One of my favorite bands right now, okay, at this moment,
Can be.
is Witchcraft. I love Witchcraft, you know.
Nice.
And the other day I was listening to Cathedral, right? So, you know, I think that a lot of bands like, especially Witchcraft, they bring a lot of emotion and feelings into their song, and they convey that well on stage. And I like there's like a darkness and also a just, I don't know, happy moment in the song when they change, you know, just ding ding, and they do this, right? And then you have a band like Cathedral or somebody else like that. That's what I listen to. As far as Doom goes, I mean, anybody can play slow guitar every day. I mean,
It's like funeral doom, yeah.
yeah, like funeral. Speaking of funeral, you know, Anders Zeke is a good friend of mine, and did a track on one of his songs. But I love funeral, right? I love those guys, right?
Yeah, nice.
Heavy stuff, and I like the way that vocals are composed on those albums, along with the heaviness that just brings you into that space and time to where it's just you just you know, so it's heavy,
Great.
and that is what makes heavy.
Very good, very good. I have a last question. I know that our time's up, but uh, it's the last one. It's very personal, I think. Over the years, has the source of inspiration for the feeling of pain and grief in your music changed? What stressed you in your 20s still fuels your performance nowadays, or is the source now more philosophical?
No.
Uh, no? Did you
Um,
understand?
the thing is about that one with that question is that one of the things I've always tried to portray in what maybe I felt personally, because I've said this before, is like my lyrics are personal. The music that we do and have written are very personal. Like if you, like I said, if we were to go out and have a beer, you know, you would know. But it's like, yeah, well, this sucks, you know. But I don't. I don't take those emotions internally, but when it comes to writing the music, it's something that's always there, but I try to convey it for, well, everyone else too. Also, I mean, because we all have the same emotions and or feelings, whatever that may be, right? I'm not putting a label or a tag on it, but we all do, whatever the fuck it is, right?
Yeah. Uh, Unfortunately, your time's up. I need to leave now. Thank you so much. I appreciate a lot to share this time with you, and I like that you dedicate a little bit of your precious time to. I hope see you here in Brazil. I'll be there, of course, in your concerts in São Paulo, and we can share some wine or some
Whatever.
stories. Will be amazing. And I
Yeah.
know the guys who will play with you. I worked with them on tour because I'm a tour manager as well, and I
Yeah.
worked with them.
Oh, the guys are amazing. I mean, like I said, some of the clips I saw, well, they're amazing, and the guitarist Bruno just, tears it up. It's like, holy fuck, let's do this, man. I want to go right now, not wait till next week. Let's go now,
My great idol. Thank you so much for your interview. I appreciate it a lot. Have a great night. I hope see you next in a few weeks. Yeah.
Oh, you will, yeah, in a few weeks. All right. Well, again, thank you, brother, and
Thank you. Thank you
be
so
good.
much, Robert.